Hello, I'm JT Quicks. I love you all. You're all awesome. Okay? This week, we're going to talk about the spiritual war that you hear about, okay? Because that's what I see. All right? 12 years ago, or 11 years ago, let's say 11 years ago, approximately 11 years ago, I accidentally delivered my soul to heaven. Okay? I was being attacked by prejudice and hate at the time. Okay? I was actually seeing prejudice and hate when I delivered my soul to heaven. I knew I was being attacked by prejudice and hate. I can sense the hate and things like that. I can sense the hate and the fear. Okay? All right? Because my soul's in heaven, I can sense hate, fear, and love. Okay? I was actually sensing this stuff. I can actually see the entire war, the spiritual war for heaven. And that war is against prejudice and hate. Because it's prejudice and hate that is keeping your souls out of heaven. Okay? All right? 12 years ago or 11 years ago, I delivered my soul to heaven. Okay? I see the truth in real time. Okay? I see prejudice and hate. All right? I see Satan. Satan can't hide from me anymore. Okay? I see the truth from heaven. Okay? I am in the war for heaven. I am in that spiritual war. I've been in that war probably about 40 years, 45 years. Give or take a few years there, okay? All right? I was constantly attacked by prejudice and hate. Okay? All right? I didn't realize I was in this war until after I delivered my soul to heaven. Then I started seeing the real truth. Okay? I started seeing the real truth from heaven. Okay? What blocks you from seeing the real truth from heaven is your own fear. Okay? That's what blocks you from seeing the truth from heaven. It's you deliver your soul to the truth. That's how it is. Okay? All right? Back before civilization, Satan started a war against heaven. Back before civilization. Back when Satan was kicked out of heaven, they say. They say Satan was kicked out of heaven. Well, it's fear is not allowed in heaven. That's what it is. Fear is not allowed in heaven. Satan is fear. Fear is Satan. Okay? And Satan is not allowed in heaven. And fear is not allowed in heaven. Fear was casted out of heaven back before civilization. Okay? Things like socialism, communism, and dictatorships. These are evil. These take your freedoms away. Okay? These are evil. Those are evil. See, heaven is a pure love and freedom for your soul. Heaven is a beautiful, tranquil, pure love and freedom for your soul. That's what heaven is. See, back before, this is long before Jesus Christ, when the war started. That was long before Jesus Christ. It was back before civilization when the war started against heaven, okay? Because heaven is a pure love and freedom for your soul, okay? That's what evil attacks. Evil attacks love and freedom and creates fear. By keeping you in fear, this is keeping your love weak. And it's keeping your soul out of heaven. Okay? By keeping you in fear. That's what evil does. See, evil keeps you in fear. It's like a vicious cycle of fear and evil. See, fear creates evil. Evil creates fear. It's a vicious cycle that keeps your soul out of heaven. Okay? What I'm showing you how to do in my videos is to break that cycle. Okay? You have to break that cycle, because that cycle is breaking you into fear. It's keeping you in fear. By keeping you in fear, this keeps your love weak, and you never see the truth from heaven. By keeping you in fear. So it's keeping your love weak and broken in prejudice and hate. Okay? So when fear was casted out of heaven back before civilization, okay, as civilization traveled throughout the world, or spread throughout the world, as civilization spread throughout the world, so did fear and evil. Okay? What happened was, back before civilization, back when you were caveman, cavewoman, Indians, things like that, okay? Yous were delivering your souls to heaven because you had this instinct in you to survive. Okay? You had to survive in the wild. Okay? All right? So in order to survive in the wild, you had to believe in yourself. Yes, you can. Okay? Because you have to survive in the wild. And you never give up. Never give up to win in order to survive in the wild. That's the instinct, to survive in the wild. Okay? All right? And what happened was, as when fear got casted out of heaven, or when fear was created when civilization was created. Okay? And that's what broke that instinct that you had to deliver your soul to heaven. You had this instinct in you before civilization to deliver your souls to heaven. It was believing in yourself and never giving up to win. Back when you had to survive in the wild. Back when you were caveman, cavewoman. And Indians, things like that, okay? As civilization spread throughout the world, so did the fear and the evil. Because you didn't have to survive, I guess. Because see, in order, you got to survive. Okay? And what happened was, back when you were delivering your souls to heaven, you had to survive in the wild. So you had to believe in yourself. Yes, you can. And you had to never give up to win against, to survive in the wild. And then what happened was, as civilization comes around, now you have fear and evil. So now you have to believe in yourself, okay? And you have to never give up to win against evil, prejudice and hate, okay? Because what happened was, when fear was created, this fear was created when civilization was created. That's when fear got casted out of heaven. Fear's not allowed in heaven. That's what's keeping your soul out of heaven, is living in fear. Okay? So what happens is, the best way that I can explain this is, when fear was created, that's when prejudice and hate was created. Because prejudice and hate is created from fear. That's when prejudgment and hate was created. When fear was created. That's just when Satan got kicked out of heaven. Because I believe Satan to be fear, fear to be Satan. I went after Satan. And that's what I found out. Satan can't hide from me anymore. Satan is fear. Fear is Satan. And when you start to understand this, you will start removing your fear, and you will start delivering your souls to heaven again. What happened was, when fear was created, you all went into fear, and you stopped delivering your souls to heaven, because you stopped believing in heaven. Okay? That's what happened when the war started against heaven. Okay? It's you and heaven never lose. Okay? You always give up. Okay? Never ever give up. Because prejudice makes you give up. That's what prejudice does. Prejudice makes you give up. You never ever give up to win against evil. Excuse me, I think I messed that up earlier, but it's never ever give up to win against evil. Okay? Because prejudice makes you give up. That's what prejudice does. Prejudice is created from the fear. Prejudice is the corruption that is found in love. Okay? And that corruption is created from the fear. Okay? Prejudice is the corruption that is found in love. This corruption must be removed. And in order to remove this corruption, you have to believe in yourself, okay? Because you got to remove your fear. Okay? When you remove your fear, you remove the corruption known as prejudice. Okay? And in order to remove this, see, fear goes against two things. Okay? Fear goes against two things. Fear goes against you believing in yourself and believing in heaven. Fear goes against you believing in heaven. That's how fear blocks you and keeps your love weak. So that's why you got to remove all the fear. As you remove more and more of your fear, you're going to build courage. And you're going to remove that corruption. You're going to remove the corruption known as prejudice. Okay? I know how to fight prejudice. Is why I'm making these videos. I know how to fight prejudice and hate. We fight prejudice and hate through removing our fear. That's how we fight prejudice and hate. As you remove more and more of your fear, your love's going to fight back prejudice and hate. As you remove more and more of your fear. Remove your fear, fight prejudice and hate. Okay? That's what I'm showing you in my videos. Okay? We, Jesus Christ, love in heaven. We pray for you. Okay? We love you. We pray for you. We cheerlead your soul to heaven. And if you get attacked by evil, we got your back. Okay? I was attacked by evil. Okay? After my soul entered heaven, I was attacked by evil. This hurt. Okay? I was out of commission for a while. About 3 years. I was out of commission. I went into like a real deep depression when I was attacked by evil. Okay? So I know what it's like to be attacked by evil. It's no fun. Okay? Alright? I was attacked by evil. I was attacked by prejudice and hate. Okay? And then I accidentally delivered my soul to heaven. Okay? I drove the prejudice and hate trolls and cowards. I drove them mad. They hated me even more. Okay? I got fired from my job for delivering my soul to heaven. Because I was fighting prejudice and hate. My love was fighting prejudice. That drove the trolls and cowards mad. And when it drove the trolls and cowards mad, they all hated me. Okay? We're going to explain a little bit of that later. Okay? But I was attacked by evil, and I don't want you to never ever give up to win against evil. Okay? Because if you get attacked by evil, okay, I want you to never ever give up to win against evil. Because when you get attacked by evil, you're defending heaven. When you get attacked by evil, okay? You're defending heaven. Okay? Alright? Another thing, yeah, alright? You're defending heaven. I want you to never, ever, ever give up to win against evil. Okay? You're defending heaven, and it's going to prevent suicide. Let me explain suicide to you, okay? People get attacked by evil and they commit suicide because they don't understand that they are in a war for heaven. They don't understand that they are in a war for heaven. They get attacked by evil. And what does prejudice do? Prejudice makes them give up. Evil breaks love. That's why it's there. Evil breaks love. And when evil breaks love, it causes the person to give up. And then they commit suicide. So let's prevent suicide, okay? Let's never, ever give up to win against evil. And that will prevent suicide, okay? All right? What else? Yeah. We get attacked by evil 2 different ways, okay? One way is through, when we get attacked by evil, when it's a group of people or a country, okay? We get attacked by terrorism, okay? We get attacked by terrorism. This attacks love and freedom and creates fear. Okay? All right? When an individual gets attacked by evil, they get attacked by prejudice and hate. Okay? This goes against their love and freedom, right? This attacks their love and freedom and creates fear on them. That's what it does. When it breaks their love, it creates fear. It breaks them into fear, keeping their love weak. That's what evil does. Evil breaks love, keeps it weak in fear. So you never see the truth from heaven. Okay? All right? That's 2 ways that we get attacked by evil. Okay? Let's talk about things that are created from fear. Things that are created from fear is evil. Evil spawned from fear. Okay? All right? Prejudice and hate is created from fear. Okay? All right? Terrorism is created from prejudice and hate. Okay? Prejudice and hate is created from fear. So terrorism is created from fear. Okay? Satan is fear. Fear is Satan. Okay? All the chaos you see, that's coming from fear. Okay? That's all spawned from fear. Because it's all created from prejudice and hate. Your own prejudgment and hate causes you to sin. Your own prejudice that's within you. The prejudice that is within you causes you to sin. When you remove your prejudice, because you removed all your fear and remove all your prejudice, you become a non-sinner. Okay? I removed all my prejudice. I don't prejudge and hate others. Okay? I don't prejudge and hate others because I removed my fear. Because I removed my fear, I don't prejudge and hate others. Okay? All right? I could prejudge and hate objects, but I will never prejudge and hate others. Okay? There's certain things I don't like, certain things I do like. But when it comes to people, I don't prejudge and hate others. Okay? All right? What else? I'll try to explain a little bit more of that. What else is created from fear? Prejudice and hate is created from the fear. Mental illness and suicide is created from prejudice and hate. Mental illness and suicide. I became mentally ill when I was attacked by prejudice and hate. I was being attacked by prejudice and hate, and I became mentally ill. I had panic attacks, paranoia. What else? There's a bunch of them out there. Anxiety. Forget about it, the anxiety. Forget about it. I had to overcome that stuff when I removed my fear. I overcame suicide when I removed my fear. Okay? When I was attacked by evil, I overcame suicide. Okay? Because I removed all my fear. When I removed all my fear, I overcame suicide. Because I removed my prejudice. Okay? What else? Hate and corruption is created from prejudice and hate. Okay? Where you have hate and corruption, you have pain and suffering. Okay? We got a lot of hate and corruption in this country. That's why this country's not doing too well right now. Because there's a lot of hate and corruption. That must be removed. When we start removing the hate and corruption, then this country could be a better place to live. Okay? There's too much hate and corruption in this country. That's why this country is not doing too well. Okay? The country I'm talking about is the USA. Okay? So, too much hate and corruption. We need to fight hate and corruption. Okay? What else? When you remove all your prejudice, you will fight hate and corruption. Because you will not bow and break to prejudice and hate. Okay? Alright? As you remove more and more of your fear, you start to see more and more of the truth from heaven. Okay? What else? What else? All the chaos you see, it's all created from fear. All the bad stuff you see going on around the world, it's all created from fear. We need to remove the fear. And how do we remove the fear? Through believing in yourself and believing in heaven. Yes, you can deliver your soul to heaven. Believe in pure love and freedom. Strive for pure love and freedom. Okay? Because that's what heaven is. When you think of Jesus Christ, think of pure love and freedom. When you think of Jesus Christ, okay? All right? I believe in Jesus Christ, love, and heaven. Okay? All right? My soul's already in heaven. I sense love, fear, and hate. Okay? Because my soul's already in heaven. So, I already delivered my soul to heaven. So in order to deliver your soul to heaven, you have to believe in what? The truth. When you believe in the real truth from heaven, you will deliver your soul to heaven. Okay? All right? I show you how to fight evil in my videos. I show you how to increase the forces of your love. Okay? I show you how to make your love powerful and unbreakable, just like Jesus Christ in my videos. Okay? All right? What else? Yeah, hate. Yeah. I think that's all the stuff that's caused from fear. I told you how we get attacked by evil. All right, let's talk about delivering your souls to heaven now, okay? All animals win when they die. You know that? You want to know how all animals win when they die? Because they have to survive in the wild. All animals that survive in the wild win when they die. Because their souls are already in heaven when they're alive. Okay? Okay? All animals, they believe in themselves. Yes, they can. Okay? Right? And they never ever give up to win. Because they have to survive in the wild. That keeps their soul in heaven while they're alive. So this way, when they die, their soul stays in heaven because they never gave up. Okay? All right? This animals don't live in fear. Okay? There's no fear. Okay? So what's keeping you from believing in yourself is fear. Okay? So you have to believe in yourself. I want you to believe in yourself and say, yes, I can. Believe in yourself and say, yes, I can deliver my soul to heaven. I believe in pure love and freedom. Thrive for pure love and freedom. Because that's what heaven is. Okay? All right? Heaven is a beautiful, tranquil, pure love and freedom for your soul. That's what heaven is. And that's what I want you to thrive for when you believe in yourself. Yes, you can deliver your soul to heaven. Okay? And what we're going to do is we want to remove the fear. That's going to start removing the fear. That's going to increase the forces of your love. Okay? All right? Now this is making your love powerful through believing in yourself. Now what we got to do is we have to never give up to win against evil. Never give up to win against evil. That's going to make your love unbreakable. Okay? So now we're removing the fear and we're keeping the fear out. Okay? This is what you're doing. When you deliver your soul to heaven correctly, this is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. Okay? You're defending your love, heaven, while delivering your soul to heaven. Okay? You're defending love and freedom with the forces of love. When you defend love and freedom with the forces of love, you're defending heaven. Okay? When you believe in yourself, yes, you can. And you never give up to win against evil. Okay? We never give up to win against evil. Okay? Because that's what's going on. See, evil wants to break your love. By making your love unbreakable, evil's not going to break your love anymore. And when evil breaks your love, it puts you back in fear. It keeps your love weak. What we're doing is we're making your love unbreakable so evil can't put you back in fear anymore. So we're going to remove your fear and we're going to keep the fear out when you go to deliver your soul to heaven. Okay? So when you get attacked by prejudice and hate, you're going to be unbreakable. See, prejudice and hate breaks love, puts it in fear. That's what prejudice and hate does. Prejudice makes you give up. Okay? By telling you never ever give up. All right? Don't give up, don't give in, always win. Don't give up, don't give in, always win. Okay? Against evil. Okay? Now what we're doing is we're removing the fear and we're keeping the fear out. Okay? So we want to keep that fear out. And by removing all that fear and keeping the fear out, we're removing the prejudice. We're going to start removing the prejudice out of your love. When you start removing all that fear and all that prejudice, you're going to stop prejudging and you're going to stop hating others. Because now you're removing all the corruption out of your love when you do this. Okay? All right? Do what they say can't be done. Now what I mean by that is things like, I can't, you cannot do this, I cannot do that, that's impossible, things like that. That's your own fear. That's your own fear. Making you prejudge yourself. That's your own fear. The I can't, you cannot, that comes from prejudice. The prejudice is created from the fear. Okay? All right? And that's what's making you say that I can't do this and I can't do that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can deliver your soul to heaven. What's keeping your soul out of heaven is Satan. That's the only thing between you and heaven right now is Satan. Fear. Remove the fear. When you remove the fear, you remove Satan's control over you. Okay? See, Satan tries to keep us in control, and he uses fear. That's why I say Satan is fear, fear is Satan. Just think of it that way. And then you'll remove the fear. Remove the fear at JT Quick's YouTube. Okay? Yeah. Okay? Now, as you're delivering your soul to heaven, I want you to always believe in yourself. Yes, you can. Okay? I want you to do what they say can't be done. I want you to bust the laws of prejudice. Okay? Things like I can't, you can't, I cannot. When they tell you that you can't and things like that, that's all prejudice. Bust them laws of prejudice. That's impossible. Things of discouragement. Things of discouragement are the laws of prejudice. Okay? I want you to bust the laws of prejudice. Yes, I can deliver my soul to heaven. Thrive for pure love and freedom when you deliver your soul to heaven, okay? Say that Jesus Christ is pure love and freedom. Jesus Christ is pure love and freedom for your soul. Because that's what Jesus is. Jesus is in heaven. And I want you to thrive for pure love and freedom. Because that's what Jesus is. Okay? I call it Jesus Christ's love in heaven. I only bow and break to Jesus Christ's love in heaven. I do not bow and break to anything else. Okay? When I go to church on Sunday, I go there to bow and break to Jesus Christ's love in heaven. That's the only reason why I go to church. That's the only reason why I go to church. Because my soul's already been delivered to heaven. I believe in heaven. Okay? I learned the truth about Jesus Christ from heaven. Okay? All right? What else? Don't fear God. They got you fearing God. Don't fear God. Jesus Christ is your best friend. Do you fear your best friend? No, you don't. Don't fear God. Don't fear Jesus Christ. Don't fear the Lord. Don't fear God. It's your best friend. The forces of love is your best friend. Jesus Christ's love in heaven is your best friend. Okay? All right? At Jesus Christ's love in heaven, we love you. We pray for you. We cheerlead your soul to heaven. And if you get attacked by evil, we got your back. Okay? All right? That's it. And you'll notice that we got your back when you get attacked by evil. When you get attacked by prejudice and hate, you're going to know we got your back. Don't worry. Jesus Christ had my back all the way to heaven. Okay? All right? Make Jesus Christ your best friend. Don't fear God. We got to remove all the fear. Okay? Don't fear judgment. There is no judgment. You want to know why there is no judgment? Because you're delivering your soul to heaven before you die. There is no judgment in the forces of love. Okay? So you don't have to worry about judgment. What you're doing is you're removing your prejudice. Okay? The prejudice is the corruption that is within your love. That prejudice gets removed. As that prejudice gets removed, your fear gets removed, the prejudice gets removed, your soul enters heaven after you remove all your fear. Okay? You become a non-sinner and your soul enters heaven. Okay? When your soul enters heaven, you win. Okay? You win. Okay? Now, you in heaven never lose. How's that? You in heaven never lose. Okay? Now, evil's going to start a war against you in heaven. You in heaven never lose. Okay? Never ever give up to win against evil. Don't give up, don't give in, always win against evil. Okay? Prejudice and hate. Because it's prejudice and hate that's trying to keep your soul out of heaven. It's trying to break you. Okay? What else? Yeah. Okay? Then you, guess what? After you deliver your soul to heaven, that means you're going to win when you die. Just because you don't fear death doesn't mean that you can commit suicide. When life gets really hard, I don't want you committing suicide. I want you to never give up to win, because you're probably being attacked by evil when your life gets really hard and you fall helplessly into depression or something. Okay? Because that's what happened to me. All right? I fell into a depression for like 3 years when I was attacked by evil. Okay? I pulled myself out through finding a talent. That's why I pulled out of that. I found a talent because what I was doing, I was fired and blacklisted from my job for delivering my soul to heaven. Everybody that I worked for, I drove them mad, and they hated me. Everybody I worked for hated my guts. I can't work for anybody, because if I work for somebody, they end up hating me. So I had to find something else to do. So I started singing. When I started singing, I started feeling better. Okay? Believe me, I thought I was in hell. I nicknamed it the gates of hell. For 3 years, I was in a deep depression. Okay? And I kind of delivered myself out of that. Okay? What happens is, this is what I believe. I believe your soul enters heaven and your body enters hell. That's what I believe. Why this happens is because of the fear. Okay? You're not gonna, if your soul's not in heaven and your love ain't strong, you're not gonna get attacked by prejudice and hate. Okay? Right? If you deliver your soul to heaven and you make your love strong, now it's gonna have adverse effects against fear. And when your love has adverse effects against fear, that creates prejudice and hate. And that prejudice and hate is directed at you, because you delivered your soul to heaven. That's evil. That prejudice and hate is evil. That's why I believe when I delivered my soul to heaven, I put my body in hell. This is why I went after Satan. And I found out the truth about Satan. And why Satan is fear. Fear is Satan. I identified Satan for you. I went into the gates of hell and identified Satan for you. I am in a war for heaven. And I'm gathering all the intelligence. The truth. All this is the truth. To fight evil and deliver your souls to heaven. Okay? All I can tell you is what happened to me. Everybody's experience may be slightly different. You understand? But basically it's going to be the same. Because as you increase the forces of your love, it's going to interact against fear. And when your love interacts against fear, then you're going to get attacked by prejudice and hate. Evil. Okay? And when your soul's in heaven, your love's going to interact against fear. They're either going to fight or they're going to flight. Okay? Causing you to get attacked by prejudgment and hate. Okay? All right? All right, now we're going to touch on, I was just talking about it. We're going to talk about the causes and effect between the forces of love and prejudice and hate, okay? All right? When you deliver your soul to heaven correctly, I want you to only bow and break. You only bow and break to Jesus Christ, love in heaven. That's up there. Okay? I never read the Bible. Why? But there's a reason why I didn't read the Bible. I purposely didn't read the Bible because the Bible was written down here on the planet. The Bible was written down here on the planet. Everything I'm telling you comes from up there. doesn't come from down on this planet. Okay? Showing you how to fight evil. I'm showing you how to fight evil and deliver your souls to heaven. From heaven is what I'm doing. That's why I purposely did not read the Bible. I don't preach. I fight evil. And if you want to learn how to fight evil and deliver your soul to heaven, you come see JT Quicks. Okay? I'll show you everything I know. Alright? I only bow and break to Jesus Christ's love in heaven. I do not bow and break to anything else. Okay? Just do that. And you're off to a good start. And as you start removing more and more of your fear, and always believe in yourself, never ever give up to win against evil. Okay? Because it's prejudice and hate that's keeping your soul out of heaven. And I want you to make your love unbreakable. Okay? What else? Yeah, we're going to talk about the causes and effect. What happens is, when you deliver your soul to heaven correctly, this is what you're doing. You're defending your love, heaven, while delivering your soul to heaven. Okay? Now, when you do this, you're defending love and freedom with its forces of love. That means you become forces of love. You become part of the forces of love. Because you delivered your soul to heaven. Once your soul enters heaven, you become part of heaven. And you'll start to see the truth in real time. Okay? You'll start to see the truth from heaven. And you'll start to see the truth in real time. Things like that. What else? You start to learn the difference between good and evil from heaven. Okay? You'll start to learn the difference between the forces of love, which is up there, and evil, which is down here on the planet. Okay? Which is prejudice and hate. Evil, which is prejudice and hate. So what you're going to do is, probably what's going to happen is, when you deliver your soul to heaven, if you're doing the right thing and your soul's entering heaven, you should start seeing things like prejudice and hate. You should start seeing prejudice and hate. You'll start learning the difference. You'll stop bowing and breaking to prejudice and hate, and you'll only bow and break to Jesus Christ's love in heaven. Okay? Alright? I only bow and break to Jesus Christ's love in heaven. I don't bow and break to anything else. The only reason I go to church on Sunday is to bow and break to Jesus Christ's love in heaven. That's the only reason why I go to church. And to say hello to everybody that's there. Because it's I like the crowd there. Very nice people. They don't seem to prejudge me, which I like. Okay? I think they believe in freedom. Yeah. Okay? So, that's what you got to do. You got to think of Jesus Christ as a pure love and freedom for your soul. Because that's what Jesus Christ is. And it ain't so much about Jesus Christ. What it's about is where he is. He's in heaven. And what I'm trying to show you how to do is follow Jesus Christ to heaven the correct way, against evil. That's what I'm showing you how to do. Jesus Christ is powerful, unbreakable love. Okay? I'm showing you how to achieve powerful, unbreakable love. Just like Jesus Christ. So you can follow Jesus Christ to heaven the correct way. Okay? Alright? Because heaven is a pure love and freedom for your soul. And that's where you want your soul to be when you die. Okay? Alright? And this is why I want you to remove your fear. Alright? Okay? Alright, now let's get more into the causes and effect. Okay? So what happens is, when you increase the forces of your love, this is what you're doing. Okay? You're defending your love, heaven, while delivering your soul to heaven. This defends love and freedom with its forces of love, because heaven is a love and freedom for your soul. Okay? All right? What happens is, with the prejudice and hate trolls and cowards now, okay? The prejudice and hate trolls and cowards live in fear. Okay? What did I say? Evil attacks love and freedom and creates fear, keeping love weak. That's what evil does. Evil breaks love, keeps it weak in fear. What I'm showing you how to do is make your love unbreakable, so evil can't break your love anymore. Okay? So what happens is, we got the prejudice and hate trolls and cowards. They live in fear. Okay? Okay? The prejudice and hate trolls and cowards, they attack the truth from heaven, which is the truth I'm explaining to you. This truth gets attacked by the prejudice and hate trolls and cowards. This is why I get attacked by prejudice and hate trolls and cowards. Because I'm part of the truth from heaven. This is why I'm a threat to Satan. Okay? So what happens is, the prejudice and hate trolls and cowards, they attack the truth from heaven. They hate heaven. Okay? All right? And they attack the forces of love that comes from heaven. Okay? What's gonna happen is, when you deliver your soul to heaven correctly, you're gonna increase the forces of your love. The forces of your love is gonna interact against their fear. And that's gonna cause them to attack you. Okay? The prejudice and hate trolls and cowards are gonna attack you with hate, ball breaking, chop breaking, the stab in the back, prejudice attack. They're going to talk behind your back. They're going to blame you for this, blame you for that. Everything is your fault. What else did I miss? Oh, nothing's ever good enough. Let's throw that in there too. Forget about it. You know what I mean? That's what they're going to attack you with. I was attacked by all of the above. Down through the years. Oh yeah. I was attacked by that big time. I never gave up to win. Okay? I never gave up to win. And that drove them mad. That drove them mad. That's why I have no friends. Okay? Now, what happened was, the prejudice and hate trolls and cowards, they're going to attack you with, what did I say? They're going to attack you with hate. Because what's going to happen is, your love is going to interact against their fear. That's going to produce prejudice. Prejudice spawned from the fear. And when that prejudice spawned from the fear, they're going to attack you with things like hate, ball breaking, chop breaking, the stab in the back, prejudice attack. They're going to talk behind your back. They're going to blame you for this, blame you for that. Everything is your fault. Nothing's ever good enough. Forget about it. Okay? That's what you're going to get attacked by. Let's say somebody hates you and they're breaking your balls. You don't have to say anything. I don't want them breaking you. Okay? I don't want them breaking you. They're telling you to forgive them. I don't forgive them. You want to know why I don't forgive them? Because I don't want them breaking me. Okay? Now, if I wanted Jesus Christ to forgive me for defending heaven, then he will. But I'll tell you something. I don't want them breaking you. Let's say somebody has attacked, somebody hates you, and they're breaking your balls, breaking your chops. You tell them, hey, go pound sand, go kick rocks. That's what you tell them. I don't want them breaking you. You understand? If you want to forgive them later on, after the situation's over, if they apologize to you, then you can forgive them. But if they don't apologize to you, and I don't think they're going to, Because you can't reason with a prejudice and hate trolling coward. You can't reason with them. They're in a rage of hate. And you can't reason with that. Okay? Let's say they're attacking you. Let's say the prejudice and hate trolls and cowards are attacking you. Okay? And then, let's say somebody hates you and they're breaking your balls. They're attacking you with prejudice and hate. What they're trying to do is break your love. They want to break your love. See, your love hurt their prejudice because it interacted against their fear. Your love interacted against their fear. It hurts their prejudice. Because it hurts their prejudice, this creates hate. This is how hate is created. You understand? Okay? Let's say somebody hates you and they're breaking your balls. You tell them, hey, go pound sand, go get rocks. That's what you tell them. They're never going to leave you alone because you're going to drive them mad. That's going to drive them mad. And then they're never going to leave you alone. Okay? That's what you tell them, hey, go take your prejudice and hate and you can shove it up your, you know what I mean. This is a war. This is not a religion. This is a spiritual war. This is a war, not a religion. Okay? All I can do is point everything out to you that I see and explain it to you the best that I can. That's what I'm doing. I was attacked by a lot of prejudice and hate in my day. I got more prejudice and hate stories than Jesus Christ. Okay? And Jesus Christ was attacked by a lot of prejudice and hate. Jesus Christ was attacked by prejudice and hate when he was on that cross, you know. That's the same evil that attacked Jesus Christ. Prejudice and hate is what attacked Jesus Christ. Okay? The people that attacked Jesus Christ with prejudice and hate lived in fear. So what's that mean? That means Satan attacked Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was attacked by Satan because he was attacked by prejudice and hate. Every time I get attacked by prejudice and hate, I get attacked by Satan. Because it comes from fear. Okay? These people act on their own fear. They don't realize what they're doing. Okay? What happens is, live in fear, defend Satan. Remove your fear, defend heaven. Okay? I forgot to mention that. I'm going to mention it now. Live in fear, defend Satan. Remove your fear, defend heaven. Okay? All right? When people live in fear, they are programmed by Satan to attack heaven. Okay? When people live in fear. Okay? When you deliver your soul to heaven and remove your fear, you are programmed by Jesus Christ, love in heaven, to attack evil. You understand? I am programmed by Jesus Christ to go after Satan. Okay? When my soul entered heaven, I became programmed to go after Satan and get to the truth. Fight evil. I'm programmed to fight evil when my soul entered heaven, because I removed all my fear. When I removed all my fear, my soul entered heaven, I became programmed to fight evil. Okay? All right? Okay? All right, I ran this video kind of on overtime over here. Jesus Christ, love in heaven. Okay? We love you. We pray for you. And we cheerlead your soul to heaven. And if you get attacked by evil, we got your back. Okay? Please subscribe to my videos. I'd appreciate it. This is all the truth from heaven. All the truth that I know from heaven. I'm delivering it to you. Okay? And I'm just doing the best that I can with this. Okay? Alright? I was attacked by a lot of evil down through the years. Okay? And nobody knows this better than me. Nobody knows this better than me. My soul is in heaven. I'm delivering the truth to you as I see it, okay? I'm telling you everything I know, as much as I can remember, all right? So I'll try to put a video on every week for you. If I can, I'll try to put a video on every week and explain how to deliver your souls to heaven and fight evil, things like that, so you understand what evil is, okay? All right? My love fights prejudice, okay? Because I delivered my soul to heaven. All right? So, until next week, I love you.